person I think should have won the $1 million on Survivor. Gretchen was so nice, and she worked with everyone, and she kept her clothes on. Take a look.
I have spent 6 years at the Air Force Survival School. You know, we learned how to make fires and shelters. When we got here, we argued over where the shelter should be. And everything I've always been taught, you know, you put it up off the beach, you get canopy cover, which is your first layer of protection. But we made this huge shelter, which was not comfortable, and it's not practical. And it poured, and we got soaking wet, and I just thought, this is ridiculous, you know. And also, the gear is everywhere. You want to vote me off, fine, but we got to organize this. I don't want to sleep in that anymore. I don't want to be antisocial, but I'm going in the woods.
Well, we just go. I mean, we just start.
There's a lot we could do to make this camp look really nice. And something's going to have to change. Something's going to have to happen to make everybody decide to pitch in.
And then they voted her off. Please welcome Gretchen Cordy. Gretchen, how are you?
Oh, I'm Rosie.
I feel like I know you. Isn't it weird?
It is.
Does everyone do this to you on the street now?
They say, you know, hey, Gretchen, and I'm like, oh, you try to place the face or something, and you don't know them.
Yeah,
so.
you don't know. This is kind of instant celebrity more than anyone could have imagined.
Oh, it's incredible.
Because truthfully, when I heard the show was going on the air, they're going to stick some people on an island, I thought, those people at CBS are insane. That's going to be a big bomb. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it was huge.
I was told you didn't even get to enjoy it because you knew what was going to happen, right?
Well, I did enjoy it. I mean, I enjoyed watching it more after I got kicked off, because then I didn't have to be critical of myself or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Was it hard to watch? Were you critical?
Very hard to watch, yeah. And then my sisters would call me during a commercial break and go, you know, do you have no friends? Couldn't anybody tell you what your hair looked like? Couldn't anybody tell you, like, you know,
yeah,
what's with the sarong?
Yeah, that's what sisters are for.
Yeah.
Exactly. They throw that in. Now, where did you hear they were having this, and how did you enter?
I was on my way to work, and I heard survival competition, $1 million, so I was like, okay. And
that was it?
Yeah, my friend Cindy then said, you know, I said, oh, I heard this thing, but I didn't hear enough information to do anything. She's like, website, it'd be perfect for you. I've been thinking about you all along, you know. And she loves you.
What's her name?
Cindy Pope, and she's your biggest fan, and she was very upset with you when you sang the Sue song. She's like, I knew she loved you when you
Can
had
I tell you something? I am over Sue. I like Sue the first 2 weeks, and she is going to sit her butt down here and apologize to America for that speech that she gave. Yes, she will.
Good luck.
I was in shock. Were you in shock about that?
Yeah, I cried.
You cried. I did
cried,
too. I'm way
yeah.
too much of a wuss.
Yeah.
First of all, what was the hardest thing? Eating the bugs?
Yes, definitely, because they're alive.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of gross things in the Air Force, but, you know, live things are, yeah, they give me the willies.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And how did you do it? You just won?
Well, when I watched the show, people were, you know, sucking them down whole.
Yeah.
They're not small things.
No.
And you couldn't touch your glass until you showed Jeff that your mouth was clear, so.
Really?
It's not like you could, you know, wash them down.
Oh, disgusting. Now, when you were voted off, were you in shock?
I was surprised. I had packed my things. I knew there was an alliance, and
You did?
Yeah,
You
I
knew
did
it?
know.
How did you know right away?
Because Rich had asked one of the producers, if one of us wins individual immunity, can we still vote, or do we still get to vote? And I thought, well, why would that matter unless you needed a block of people?
Oh, that Rich.
Yeah.
That Rich. He's so conniving, isn't he? And he has $1 million now.
I know. He deserves it.
No, I don't know about that.
He deserves
I don't know. There's going to be a rematch later today.
Okay.
There's going to be a hatch rematch where the 5 of you get to play against him, and we'll see who wins on this show. All right? Do you know what I mean, Gretchen? Yeah. Now, you have kids?
Yes, I have 2.
How old are your kids?
This is my son's 14, his first year in high school.
Yeah. Now, was he embarrassed at all about you on this?
He's at that age where it's a little bit embarrassing, but a little bit works to his advantage.
Yeah. And you have a daughter, too?
And I have a daughter, and she's 9.
And was she embarrassed? Or
No, she eats it up.
Yeah,
when we were on the
she gets
island, I thought, oh, I hope my name doesn't get out. I hope people aren't outside the house, you know. And
Right.
so when I got kicked off and I called home, and she's like, oh, there was people out by the mailbox, and they were filming our house, and I tried to get in the window so they could see me. I stopped worrying after that.
It's cute. And did you ever expect it to be this successful?
No.
In a million years?
No. I thought, I don't know if you watched the Eco Challenge, but I thought it was going to be, you know, like some people you talk to, oh, yeah, I love that show, and most people have never heard of it.
Well, you know why I've heard of the Eco Challenge? I think that's what they should do for prisoners. Don't put them in jail. Send them on the Eco Challenge. Say, listen, if you can make it through these 5 countries, by the time you get here, you're free. If not, then you die along the way. Good to know you. You know what I mean? Don't you think that would be good? Because I would never in a million years. You know what my son said to me? On the first day we watched Survivor, he said to me, Mom, you know what I would do if I was on that island? I said, what? He goes, I'd vote myself off. And I thought, that's my boy, you know.
You weren't allowed to.
You weren't allowed to vote
It was part of the
yourself
rules, no
Really?
voting for yourself.
Although
Yeah.
BB was like, please kick me off.
Yeah,
What was that about?
He was.
That was crazy. All right, don't go anywhere, because we got 5 of the ones that I enjoy, and then we have Richard.
Before you go,
Yeah?
I
What?
brought you something for eBay.
You did?
Yeah, I did. And it's hard for me to give this up, but these are the preschoolers. They drew their faces on here, and I outlined it with thread, and so I want you to do this for your kids. You know.
Oh, Gretchen, that's so nice of you.
Yeah.
Thank you very
You're
much.
welcome.
We'll put that up on eBay for charity. Look what I got for you. No alliances. I got that for you because without an alliance, you would have won that
Thank
$1
you
million.
very much.
All right, we're going to come back with the always tasteful, the always tactful, politically correct Rudy right after the break, so don't go. But in case you've forgotten why, well, just a little reminder, take a look at the tact of Rudy.
I was big-mouthing the whole time coming over here about being with homosexuals and lesbians. I don't agree with his lifestyle, and I told him that, and he probably don't agree with mine. He runs around pretty often without clothes on, and he don't think nothing of it. I thought about a female alliance and watching them the way they walk around hand in hand. I even thought about lesbianism, but maybe not, I don't know. Me and Richard got to be pretty good friends. Not in a homosexual way, that's for sure.
Please welcome Rudy Bush. Rudy!
Yeah.
Let me tell you, when it came down to the 4 of you, you were my guy, Rudy.
Me too.
Come on! What happened, Rude? What happened?
I think I fell asleep and
Yeah.
made the $1 million slip.
Yeah, and then that Kelly. Remember what she said? Hey, he lets his hand down.
I know.
Yeah, she was so nitpicking like
She
that.
was watching me.
What was it, like $1 million or something?
That's why I told Sue to get on her.
Yeah. Now that's Sue. Rudy, what did you think about that one, Sue?
You know, you reminded me of her. She got stung by a stingray, and
remember that.
her hand was like that.
Yeah, somebody told me you had a tendon injury, too.
Yeah, cleaner than an oyster.
Really?
Yeah.
And how did it go? Did you have surgery?
Nah, after about 2 years, I could straighten my finger out.
Do you advise that for me? Should I just blow off the surgery later tonight?
It's up to you. Your body will heal itself.
Really? Now, you have a pretty darn good body for a man your age. How old are you again, Rude?
72.
72? You're firm. Now, you heard about this game, and did you think right away, I'm in, I can do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought initially you were out of there. I thought you were the second guy thrown off.
I did too. I
Yeah.
thought they were after the old people,
Yeah.
which I would have been next. And
Yeah.
then they would have got the women, and then the athletes would have fought it out. But it didn't happen that way.
It didn't. No, you ended up
No.
making alliances with a
Yeah.
homosexual.
Yeah.
Yeah. How was that? Was that new for you? Was that a new experience?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. What'd the Navy boys think about that?
They thought it was pretty funny, especially the suntan lotion, you know.
Yeah, they like that?
I had to apologize to the whole Atlantic Fleet.
No kidding. Now, have you gotten a lot of comments about your forthright nature, about how you just say it and call it like you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I've been like that all my life.
Really? Yeah. Has it gotten you in any
That's
trouble?
my wife.
Is your wife here?
Yeah, she's up there.
Oh, there's your lovely wife, married. How long you been married, Rudy?
45 years.
45 years. That's nice.
I thought you'd have her right back here so she could give me the knuckle in the head when I said something wrong.
Oh, real. Now, did a lot of people complain about you talking so much like that?
I don't know. Rich don't care.
Rich don't care.
You know, me and Rich are good friends up until the sun goes down. Then he goes his way and I go.
You know, Rudy. You know what you like, Rudy, and that's what's important.
Yeah, you know it.
Now, I was watching watching that show, and I was watching, and I saw you had a hard time remembering things. Remember?
Yeah.
Remember the quiz? You didn't really do that good. And remember when you had to run around the island and get the mask, and they go tell the story? You're like, I don't know. I don't know. I got you one of these newfangled digital recording things, so you can record what people tell you and play it back later, and you can remember.
Sounds good.
All right, Rudy?
And I got you a T-shirt.
Let me see. What you get me? What you get me there? We love you, Rudy, but not in a homosexual way, that's for sure. That's a good one, Rudy. Give me that shirt. I'm going to wear that proudly. Rudy, too funny. We're going to be back with the big mouth, the one with the speech to apologize to America for her negativity and brutality. Right after this. What can I say about our next guest? She used to be my favorite, and then she went psychotic. Please welcome Susan! Susan, I want to say, you crack me up, all right?
Good. I made you laugh, too.
With the redneck burping thing, first of all, can you give me a belch right now? Can you give me a little?
No, because I ate, see.
Oh.
I can only do that on an empty stomach.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now, let's get right to it. That little speech you gave at
What
the end.
happened to Rosie? You liked me.
I did like you.
Rosie loves you. She made a song
You
for you.
were my #1 pick at the beginning.
And
I
then
thought you were telling off Rich when he was in the tree going, we
Yeah.
need corporate merging. And you're like, hey, I'm a redneck. That corporate crap don't work out here.
That's right.
I loved you.
Yeah.
Then, look what you did. You stabbed Kelly in the back. You tell it to her face that you're not going to let her into the 3. And then she kicked you out of the 3. That stabbed you in the back, didn't it, Susan? Huh? Didn't it?
Oh, it hurt. It hurt.
What about the speech? Tell me, let's get right to it.
Yeah.
What were you thinking?
I was hurt, hungry, you know, upset, you know, like really rough camping trip for a few days. And,
did you write it out?
I had to let it go. You know, it's just kind of like, if you got gas, fart. Just fart. If you got something inside of you, just let it go. Just let it go, because I sleep at night so sound.
Really? You
Yes,
did?
yes, I do.
Did you write it out with the whole Rich?
No,
It was like you were Dr.
It was
Seuss.
wild.
You know? Rich is a snake in the lake. The rat is a cat. The cat ate the snake.
That's
Who
what it
is
was.
a fake? What my favorite line? I would let the vultures do with you what they will, and I would have no ill regrets. Have no ill regrets!
And you all thought I wasn't educated.
Yeah, have no ill regrets! All right, what do you think about the whole thing, the whole experience? Has it been overwhelming? Because you're very recognizable.
It was fun.
Yeah.
It definitely was fun.
Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Everybody, I'm getting lots of hugs and handshakes and
you're
support.
going out to L.A. to do movies and stuff?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm busy till the end of the month.
Right.
And what happens is a crazy world out there, Rosie.
I know.
So whatever happens, happens.
Yeah. But
I
you're
don't
open
know what's
for
going
it.
to happen. Yeah. I don't know what's, yeah.
Yeah. Now, the spelling was a problem for you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I hated English.
Yeah.
Absolutely hated
Did I
it.
tell you I'm not a good speller myself?
You know, neither you.
No.
JFK wasn't either.
Really?
He ran the country.
That's
he
true.
had a college education.
Yes, but I don't know if his was as bad as this.
That's right.
Here you go. Here's Dirk. D-E-R-K.
That was wrong. That was wrong.
Wait, here's Jenna. J-E-A-N-N-E. Jenna.
That's short E.
Okay, and here's the good one. Sonia. Spell Sonia for us. Spell Sonia right now.
Sonia. S-O-U-N-A.
Sonia! All right. Now, Sue, you know, I gotta say, I was hanging in there with you towards the end. But that speech really turned me bitter against you.
Yeah, well, I was a little too easy on that speech. Oh, yeah. I was easy on that speech. I should have.
For America, and I was one of them, watching at home over this summer, it was very hurtful to hear you be so mean to Kelly, even though Kelly was perhaps unethical. I'd like you now to apologize to America on my program.
For being easy. God, I was too easy
Sue,
on that.
have you ever seen this show?
That's like saying, okay. But I'm in America, Rosie.
Yeah, but have
Freedom of speech.
Have you ever seen this program?
It was just a really good fart. is what it was.
Susan, honey, have you seen this show?
Yeah. A little bit.
Occasionally.
Oh, you run the show. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Occasionally, I like to give things away to people. And I thought maybe you'd like to apologize now before you ruin your chance of possibly getting any of the...
That monetary gain is not my goal. No, no. But Rosie, I'll give something to you. You like crafty things, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I needlepoint in the winter.
Yeah.
And I'll needlepoint you something for
You're a truck driver needle pointer?
Yes, I sew. Can you believe it?
Talk about an oxymoron there. Who would
But I
have thought
can use
that?
a fillet knife, too.
Yeah, but can you say at least you're sorry? Just say you're sorry for the evil. Well, just say that, Sue. No. Sweetheart, honey, listen, look at me. Look at me.
What? Okay, just
say it.
apologize.
Just
I had bad gas.
No, no, come on! You say right now, I'm sorry for being so cruel. Right now.
It was really smelly fart.
Come on! Susan! You say it now. This is your last chance, or else somebody in the audience is going to be really happy at the end of the show.
Oh, I can't.
Come on! Sue.
It's okay. America.
All right, I'm going to give you to the end of the program. Before we have the hat rematch, you can think about whether or not you want to apologize. And you should. Something good.
I gotta think of something with it.
All right, Gervase and Colleen when we come back, and Sue's apology, and then you think of Colleen and Gervase. Ladies and gentlemen. Gervase and Colleen this summer. I was in Florida at a charity event, and Gervase, you came over to me, right?
Yeah.
Tell everybody.
I'm like, Colleen, there's Rosie. And we're like, should we talk to her now? We're all nervous and everything. I'm like, all right, I'll go talk to her. I said, excuse me, Miss O'Donnell? And we turn around, and Rosie's like, yeah, I know who you are. And then Colleen walks up, she's like, Colleen! Oh, my God! Oh, is Rich really like that? Oh, my God, I love him so much! Tell me, who won?
I know, and she's out talking, I don't care, I just don't want Rich to win. And
That's all I said. I don't want that Rich to win. He's so conniving. And you didn't give me anything.
No, well, what can you give you? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he won. Sucks, huh? You know what I mean?
You should have said that to me!
I know.
Because I wanted to know. I called everyone I knew at CBS. I asked every person I could think of.
Even top secret. It's much more exciting that way.
Did you get extra money if no one found out, you guys? Did you get a bonus or something?
No.
No, you didn't. I thought that's what it was.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, I thought maybe everybody got 10 grand or something. Now, Gervase, frankly, on the show, you were enjoyable, but you were very lazy.
I mean, lazy is such a strong word.
Yeah.
I like to call it relax.
Yeah, And so you thought you could just coast because you're cute and you're suave? Yeah, I know. But is that what you thought? Is that pretty much?
I mean, that was my plan going into it. I mean, I had no skills whatsoever.
No.
I mean,
Okay, at least you knew it.
I just took a crash course in swimming for 4 weeks.
But you were good at holding your breath underwater.
Yeah,
That was good.
And I mean, you have to understand, like, I was panicked, terrified of water. So I'm getting my swimming instructions from my swim instructor, Jen, and I'm like, hold on to it for dear life. And she's like, it's 4 feet of water. Get off of me! I can't drown, just stand up. I'm like...
And how about you, Colleen? What do you think? Was it everything you expected, or? I know the bug bites are still...
I mean, it was, yeah, the bug bites are bad. The bug bites are real bad. It was everything. You know, I tried to gain weight. I tried to get really prepared for it. And then I went there and just sat around and stared at the fire for hours, you know? So it was like, all you really had to do was just lay low, stay under the radar, and you were good.
The female Gervase.
No!
She did exactly what I did out there.
I know.
She did exactly what I did, except she's cute, so it was okay
no,
for
I
her.
wanted to be for
You yourself, mister.
I know. You tuned up really good. Yeah,
Now, just for the record, you did not have an affair with Greg. I think everyone needs to know this.
I think it's all cleared up by now, but
When I saw
nothing
Colleen,
with Greg,
the first thing I
nothing
said to her
happened.
was, I can't believe that you slept with Greg and then flew to
I
America.
I did not. And then the security guy with you goes, I thought you slept with him too. I was like, wait a minute. And that's when I knew the rumor was starting. I was like, sarcasm? Hello? Anybody? But no such thing.
Nobody got it.
No such thing on television.
And a lot of people have been recognizing you, I know, in Miami, because I lived down there. I saw you there a couple times.
Yeah,
It was big news.
I know.
It was like Colleen's at the health food store, and everybody ran, you know.
It's so funny. It's sad. I mean, it's interesting when people come to you because they don't come up to you and say, like, hi, I love your show. They come up and they go, I hate Rich. You know, it's like, oh, okay, that's nice, you know, or what are you eating? Rice, more rice. You can't go to any party without somebody, you know, commenting on what you're eating. You know, you must be starving. I'm like, oh, that's original, you know?
Well, Colleen, I know I made you a promise, but I have to break it. I have to.
No,
Colleen, it's too funny. I took my children, all 4 of them, to see Pokemon this summer. There was me, one very heavy, balding man to the left of me, and a lone young girl in the front with no kids. Colleen, want to see Pokemon? you did on the island. When we get back, the millionaire, the nudie, Richard, right after that. Why?
I consider myself extraordinarily ethical and moral, but I'm actually planning something different from that might benefit me, and it's a little sneaky. I think I'm going to handle this by beginning to develop alliances with some folks.
According to Colleen and Sue, there is an alliance.
Is it? Outright lying is absolutely essential. Whatever it takes to win here is the point. I'm in control of who's being voted off.
Sean is over here.
I would also rather have the $1 million than to have somebody like him around to worry about. We really could control our fate if we stick together. I've got the $1 million check written already. I mean, I'm the winner.
Please welcome the snake, Richard Hatch. Manipulative little millionaire. How are you?
That clip made me look a little bit conniving, didn't it?
It did. You were so conniving.
Where'd you get those things?
Did you watch the show by any chance?
Every minute.
And what did you think of yourself?
I thought it was great.
But did you enjoy yourself, or did you find yourself annoying?
No, I really liked me.
You did? Yeah. Yeah. Now, you see, I found you to be very conniving, backstabbing, like the worst things of high school was you.
I think I was as ethical as I could be. I was really straightforward. I was telling people exactly what was going on while it was going on. You know, I had a goal, Rosie.
Yeah, you had a goal, and you did it.
Yeah.
And you knew going in that you were going to win the $1 million.
Well, ooh, that sounds cocky. I thought so.
We just heard you say it, so what are you going to try to lie? You know what? The first week, when you're sitting on that tree branch, I really think we need to discuss what we're going to do. I thought that guy is out of here.
I said that before I got on the tree branch. Actually, I thought I was out of there, too, and I was sitting in the tree branch trying to figure out, now what am I going to do?
Right.
Because my whole strategy was blown.
Right. What was
Sue's yelling at me.
What was your strategy? What was your strategy?
My original strategy was to get together with everybody and show them that I could help them, all of us, get through this whole conflict thing until we merged. And I was like,
why not cause it instead?
Right,
exactly. So you caused it.
So that blew it. And that didn't work. Nobody wanted to do that.
Yeah.
It was like, there's team building.
Yeah.
So
was it tougher than you had thought, the 39 days? Was it tougher?
it was tougher than America will ever know. I mean, it doesn't look like how tough it was on TV that way.
Right.
But still, it was, I think, the social dynamic that was the toughest, the mental challenge.
Right, especially as it got down towards the end.
Right.
So would you say you and Rudy had the real alliance, and everyone else you were going to, like, it was going to be you and Rudy to the end?
Well, it was going to be Sue and I till the end. And I'd committed to her and told him I could not make a commitment to him. But then she came to me and said, oh, I'm sorry. I've been in an alliance with Kelly.
We were going to burn you at the end.
Right.
Oh,
and I'm sorry I did that, and we need to do it. And I was like,
so great.
I didn't know that.
And then you were mad at her, so then you bonded with Rudy.
Not mad. I smiled because I would have shaken her hand. If she'd won, I would shake her hand.
Oh, you would have been so proud of us.
I really would have.
Yeah, yeah.
But when I learned that, boom, 3 seconds later, I was at Rudy. Rudy, here's what happened. Blah, blah, blah. You want to go to the end? We're in. He shook my hand, boom, and we were in.
You and Rudy, the two unlikely cohorts of this whole group. Now,
It's great.
Now, how has the attention been for you? You've been everywhere. You're like famous.
It's different.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, it is, I'll bet. Some good, some bad.
Some good, some bad. We'll see how it pans out.
Now, you have a son who
Yeah.
was adopted.
Yeah.
He's not a foster child.
He is not a foster
He's
child.
a legally adopted child.
Over 3 years ago.
And there was a big skirmish or something at...
There was. It was pathetic. I was charged and put in jail for felony child abuse, which never occurred. And now that's all been dropped, and oh, he's a wonderful parent, blah, 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 blah. And I'm suing the state and the Department of Children, Youth, and Families to change the system.
Yeah, well, whatever money you do get, put it back in, because that's what's going to help you.
I'm going to.
Yeah, you know. All right, well, you might have won the $1 million, and you won the car, too. Isn't that a great car?
I did.
What is the Pontiac Aztec?
It's really a cool car, but I haven't seen it yet.
I have one. You haven't seen it?
No, they haven't given it to me yet.
It's got like a big camper in the back.
A tent pops out in the whole thing. I've seen it on ads.
My kids sleep in it sometimes in the driveway. They love it. It's a great car. But you have that, and you have $1 million.
Yep.
And soon you're going to have, well, we'll see. We're going to do a little rematch. It's going to be everyone against Rich, and what we're calling the Hatch rematch. Now, let's find out if Sue's playing. Hold it. We're going to find out if Sue is playing. Sue, this is your last chance. Do you have anything to say to America?
So if I don't, then I can't play.
Exactly. You have anything to say, Sue?
I'm sorry.
There you go! She's playing! We'll be right back after this with the Hatch rematch. Don't go. You're right. Casting is important. We were just saying how they were the right people to pick for this game because they all did very well. Richard, you know you won the $1 million. You won the Pontiac Aztec, whatever. Now the others will get a chance to win something as we play the Hatch rematch. Yes. I'm going to ask questions worth 1 point each. Buzz in when you know the answer. First team to get 5 points wins. Remember, I want a fair and honest match. If you should all happen to kick Richard's butt, so be it. What am I to say? It's just fair. Here we go. Let's play question number 1. What high school did Gervase go to? Yes?
Something in New Jersey.
I'm sorry, that's vague. Yes, Gervase.
Holy Cross High School.
Yes, that's right. That's 1 point to 0. Question number 2. Who is Colleen's favorite Pokemon character? Yes, Richard?
Beetlejuice.
No, that's wrong.
Like the bad guy, Jesse and James.
Yes, there you go. Wow, it's 2-0, Richard. This is shocking. It's shocking how well they're doing.
Rosie,
Come on, Richard, give it that millionaire's try. What is Rudy's wife's maiden name? Yes?
Marge.
Maiden name!
Marge.
Thomas is right, Rudy. I'm sorry, Rich. Rich, look, it's 3-0. This is shocking. This is really shocking. Okay, what is Gretchen's, yes?
14.
Wrong! Shoe size, Gretchen! 9.5! 9.5 is right! Oh, my Lord, it's 4-1. Whatever could happen next?
No.
What did Richard wear to bed last night?
Oh.
Nothing.
What a surprise! Nothing! I got one! You got a prize! This could call the whole game, Richard, so think, think, think. You're conniving. You could know this. What did Sue have for dinner yesterday? Yes, Sue?
Gas. Bugs.
Filet mignon! Filet mignon! 5 points and Richard, as a consolation prize, you got some rice.
We love you.
Uncle Ben's rice, Richard. And for you guys, do you know what you guys won? You're each taking home a brand new 2001 Pontiac Aztec.